Let's go.
Freedom. Freedom.
Motorbike sometimes or
Not a long time.
okay, so at least by
You don't mind if I will take a video of this because I'm going to post it in my YouTube channel?
no problem.
No problem. Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
I don't mind. Okay, so the main difference is you see this is really wide tires, of course, and as you see, like because of them, it's of course less bumpy. It's easy to go straight, easy to have a balance. I may be interested in everything. So hello, I'm Dominic. Dominic, alright. So I'm gonna show everyone the take how to drive. Okay. So, but I already asked you if you like experiment on the bike too, so you should be like. So, as I said for you, like because of the wide tires, it's really easy to go straight, easy to have balance. But you just come a bit closer because like some people might be going out, you know, for a bit of space. So as I said, it's easy to have a balance, like easy to go straight, but it's a bit trickier to turn if you get a motorbike because you have to lean to the side and use your body weight to turn properly. And so I recommend not to turn like one way with the same wheels like this you would lose balance. I recommend to turn like 50% and then lean the rest, okay? And if you're not comfortable leaning that much, just put one leg on the side that you're leaning to and lean more, alright? And there are two ways to ride it also. You can of course sit if you wanna just chill, of course if you wanna observe the architecture, the nature, but if you wanna if you're here more mainly for the driving, I recommend to try also standing up because when you stand, you have even a bit more control of the scooter when you get used to it. I'm standing up all the time, but it depends what you prefer. Of course, if you have a hangover or something, also mainly sit only, okay? So, this is the acceleration, only this part, not this one, only this. To accelerate, you have to twist it down towards you and accelerate. The more you twist it, faster it goes, of course. This is a brake, and in each backpack there's the water, so don't forget to hydrate. And one last thing, down here, here's a kickstand, okay? To put it on the kickstand, it's pretty straightforward. Just put your foot in front of the kickstand, push it forward, and come to the other scooter. Don't worry, I got it. And it's ready to go. To put it back on, you have to put it on the angle, find it here, the kickstand, push it down, and lift it by the seat, and put it back on the kickstand. All right. So, and also one last thing, I'm sure this is the last thing. So I've got these chips because if we stop somewhere for a bit longer, for more than 4 minutes, and you don't move with the Scrooser, you know, when you put it on a kickstand or when you sit and you don't move at all, it turns off automatically to save battery, okay? So I'm allergic if you're not, but if we're a group of 8 people, so it might happen I could miss you. So if I do, just quickly tell me. And I press this button, put the chip of the Scrooser here, and it's back home. Alright? And that's all. So now let's do the test driving, of course. To see if you could drive it. So, this is like back brake because this is a front brake button. I never use this, like this is enough for everything. Like it's way down the corner, you have to look down. So use only this brake, okay? Yeah, I'm just telling if you want to try it, of course try it, but I recommend only this brake, okay? Yeah. So now let's do the test driving, okay? You can go all the way downhill to the brown door. Then turn left, there's gonna be a bridge, go below the bridge, and turn left again, and go back to the brown door. And if you feel really comfortable, we're gonna be all, so we can start to from the brown door because that's the first, not to stop, over there, brown door, alright? So I'll turn them on. Yeah.
So we come back to the brown door.
Yeah, brown door. You don't have to come back here. If you won't feel comfortable, then you can. Of course. This is your first time, Prague?
Yeah. Stuck with that.
No. Just can I?
Yes.
Just pull it all the way up the kickstand and you're ready to go. Alright, so gently it's downhill, so no need to speed. Look forward and have your legs inside the scooter. Okay.
You are left behind. Just join us, no problem.
Our wives just want to.
Go without you.
She got a good price for you there.
Oh.
Your species has that magic.
Hilarious. Really fun.
Of course, that we got the better public transport, better girls, everything, you know, the whole package. But like in Brno, they making almost similar jokes too. Like, and I wasn't born in Prague. I already said to some of you that I was born in a city closer to Brno, so I know more than jokes about Prague. But it's a lie that they here think that they can drink more. In Brno, they're much better alcoholics. Okay, like also because Brno is located in a region called Moravia. And in Moravia, there's huge culture about making their own wine and other types of alcohol, like Scrooser, for example. And mainly the wine, and they can only differentiate the taste of the wine. Like my grandfather in Stockholm is like, he's better than the French people with the wine sometimes. So that's why also they hate Prague people, because like here, we don't care about the taste of here people. Like we only want to get drunk here. So that's another thing, and also the accents are really different. Like in every country, as you know, in every region there's different accents. And like here in Czech Republic, it works like more from Prague to the east. You go in Czech Republic, the accent gets more aggressive. And like in my city, where our accent is like, for example, like to say hi in Czech Republic, it's ahoy, of course. And like in Prague, they say a bit girly here. Like as I said here, it's done. They say like ahoy, you know, like, and in a city that I'm from, I say normally ahoy, and also if you go more even east, you don't even say ahoy, they say it's similar to Poland, in Polish to say hi, you say Czech, and almost in the borders in Poland, they say chest, even more aggressive, even more respectful. That's why my boss still thinks that I'm still arguing with him, which I'm not, I'm just talking normally, but he's not used to it here, and back then the books are made here, like fairy tales or adventure books that where even though the main guy struggles, usually he has and dies. For example, it is a famous book, if you maybe heard Metamorphosis, the main guy at the beginning turns into a bug, suffers to fall spook in his room, and his family has to take care of him, and they terrified of him, and at the end he dies. Amazing stories for children, of course. But like when I was reading, I found something about it kind of funny, but maybe it won't, because here in Czech Republic, in the whole Czech Republic, we love dark humor, okay? So if I make a joke about killing, suicide, anything like that, I don't really mean it, usually. That was a joke. Alright, now we gotta continue that way to the right, a view for Carlsberg, we don't have all what to talk about it, right? And everything is on. 14th century. but the area has still to the same probably, because if you learn about our history, like usually the kings would take advantage of the people who started a war, but to bring a child to fourth grade, he had only peace and harmony. He didn't start with any war. He helped a lot of people. For example, during his reign, he had this huge unemployment, and he literally built a wall on Fetching Park. The park itself we're gonna see on viewpoint, but the wall stands no other purpose than to give people jobs so they could buy food. It's the name of it is Wall of Hunger. No usually king or emperor would ever do this, of course, so that's why I'm saying it's the most famous. That's why they named it after his honor here when he died. And by the way, also fun fact, we had even other bridge in the place of Charles Bridge called Judas Bridge that was built in the 11th century, but that one unfortunately was only made out of wood, and it flooded away the wall bridge in the early 14th century because of the wall flooding. And like, we had no piece of the Judas Bridge, the only piece that is still original, like if you go from the left side of the Charles Bridge, the street there is still from the time of the Judas Bridge, so that's like the last piece that you can walk on from the Judas Bridge. And also, as you know, the bridge crosses the huge river that goes to Prague called Moldau in English, or in Czech Republic we call it Moldau. It's completely different because Moldau originates from the German language, because before First World War we were still under Austrian Empire, and the main language back then was German. But when the empire fell, like during the empire, we felt a bit depressed with the Austrians. So when we established our first Czechoslovakia, we tried to dominate everything. And also there's Gabriel, but like the most famous occasion that Rome is known for is, like, funny enough, not like a composed occasion. It's this awards that we have called Czech Lion. Unfortunately, they didn't like other religions to come here, so in the 10th century this quarter started because we let the Jews live here, but only in this place. And back then it was even much bigger when it started, all the way that we were going through, all the way to the Paris there. And in 16th century it was calculated that there was almost around 300,000 Jewish people living in this place. But then, of course, communism, you know, Nazis occupied us and communism happened. So because of it, the quota is much smaller, and there's now around 4,000 Jewish people living here. A lot of people also call it now the smallest quota in Prague. But even though the Jews left, they at least left us a historical buildings. For example, the yellowish one on the left, that's the Old New Synagogue. And the Old New Synagogue is from 13th century, and we still use it, so it's the oldest synagogue in Europe that is still being used. And it's like, architecturally speaking, it doesn't look that beautiful, but among the Jewish people it's the most famous synagogue in Europe, because here is the legend about Golem where it originates. Have you heard about Golem, by the way? So like, and you heard about Golem? Perfect. So I just tell a small story about it, so everyone knows. Like, in 18th century, according to legend, there was should be living a guy called Rabbi Lu that wanted to protect the Jews from the Catholics, so he built a Golem, and that was like also like American restaurants where they specialize on it as normal hot dog cat, but I don't know. Maybe I know.
If it doesn't come to mind,
I think I know one place. Literally like near our office, I think I could do a head spot. Around 87 or 86, almost everyone. And like the 13 red is not just Catholic, it's combined like there was no purpose to have the big balls with that when it doesn't look that luxurious. And all of our kings and emperors and now presidents were now living in the castle. So in the 16th century we completely reconstructed in the Renaissance, so it looks much more fit for the ruler to rule from, of course. And also on the roof you can notice that now we have this flag there, and that flag indicates that the Czech president is actually in the Czech Republic, in the Czech president standard. If the flag would be down, it would be somewhere abroad, of course. And downhill, but only half of it is that's that comfortable part if you're not comfortable on the scooter. So just this half I'll rather walk, but the other half will ride, okay? So only this half. When you see I'm riding, right?